Next up, Big Ten tourney, where they will play each other again in the 7-10 game. Michigan State, the 7 seed in the conference tournament. Maryland is the 10 seed. Now in this one, Michigan State got off to a big start, big halftime lead. Terps made a run in the second half, but the hole was too deep, and ultimately Sparty takes care of business and wins 77-67. All right, let's bring in Gary Parrish and find out what's what. Michigan State's an interesting team. You know they're well coached. You know they always have talent. Sometimes they look really good. Other times they leave you scratching your head. What's your outlook for Michigan State, who, as we mentioned, next game will be again seeing Maryland opening round Big Ten tournament?
Well, I think they'll win that one, but they don't appear to be a serious threat to win the Big Ten tournament. Heck, this is still a team that's just 3-7 in its past 10 games. They do have talent, but I don't know that they have a single great player. Tom Izzo's best teams typically have a great player, an obviously high-level player who's also an NBA prospect. I'm not sure that person is on this roster. You know, it's wild if you look at Tom Izzo's career, and he's about to make the NCAA tournament for the 24th consecutive time. He's never lost his first game in the tournament in back-to-back years, but I think that's very much on the table this season. Michigan State, to me, looks like a team that's going to get a 7 seed or an 8 seed or a 9 seed in the NCAA tournament and then lose its first game.
And Tom Izzo passed Bob Knight for most wins, one school, Big Ten history. You see the signs all over in East Lansing, 663, that's the number. And we'll see where he goes from there. But next up for Michigan State, as we mentioned, the Big Ten tournament. You have Wisconsin, you have Purdue, you have Illinois, you have Iowa, you have Ohio State, and on and on and on. We're a very deep conference. If we were sort of doing a draft right now for teams for this conference tournament, who would you take first and why?
You know what? If you'd asked me this 3 hours ago, I might have said Wisconsin, but I just watched them lose a home game to a Nebraska team that was missing its best player. So I don't know how much confidence I have in the Badgers right now. It's interesting because this league has, I think multiple legitimate national title contenders. Illinois, Purdue, Wisconsin, but they have all shown themselves to be really, really vulnerable in different parts of this season. So I guess if I had to pick one, I'd go with the Illini because I think they've got the pieces to win 6 games in the NCAA tournament and be national champions. And if you're capable of doing that, you're obviously capable of winning the Big Ten tournament as well. But, it feels like basically, there's maybe 4 or 5 teams that could win the Big Ten tournament or lose in the quarterfinals. There's not that much difference between them.
I don't know the difference between loyal and stubborn. It's a fine line, but I'm there with Purdue. They've sort of been among the Big Ten teams, the team that I've liked the best the whole year. And I can't tell, again, if I'm loyal or stubborn, but I would go with Purdue, and I see why you would take Illinois. Gary Parrish, you're the best. Thank you very much. Appreciate your time.
Do you want a sports network that delivers everything that matters about the game? The highlights, the picks, the instant analysis, no yelling, no fake debates, no politics. Hit the subscribe button and never miss a moment.